Hi everybody, welcome to Ron's Wisdom Wednesday. As you can see probably outside my window here, it's an absolutely drop dead gorgeous day here in Portland. Just checked, 72 degrees, 48% humidity, and no flying bugs. Boy, that's a perfect day for me. So I'm pretty excited this week. At the end of the week, the Olympics start, and I always love the Olympics. It's my favorite event of the year. And the reason I think it is because you see people performing at their maximum capacity. Now, each of them has kind of chosen a different field, but they really have devoted their lives towards achieving one goal. And I was thinking about that earlier this week, that I think I won't use the word regret, but I kind of wish I'd have made the decision to be in the Olympics when I was younger. I'm certain I could have qualified in some event because generally anything you set your mind to, or that I've set my mind to and made as a goal, I've been able to accomplish. But I'd like to talk a little bit about the first step, because I think that's the critical element that many folks miss when they set out to achieve a goal. They don't make the decision to achieve it. And if you noticed, I put that up on the computer. Make the decision. That's the very first step that you absolutely have to take if you want to achieve something. Now, I guess the comment could be made, what does make the decision mean? For many people, they say, well, I'd kind of like to try that. Let's give it a try, see how that happens. I got a hunch that Michael Phelps, the Olympic swimmer, who's probably going to achieve some new records this year, didn't say he was going to try swimming. I suspect at some point during his development he said, I'm devoted to this. I am totally committed to achieving my goal, and to do that I'm going to have to practice 3 hours a day, 7 days a week. Now that to me is what make the decision means. And I'm sure that once Phelps made that decision, other things fell in place. I'm sure he didn't know exactly how he was going to achieve his goal when he started, but he knew the second step was to take the first step. The second step after making your decision is to take your first step. In other words, do something as soon as you make the decision. And I'm totally convinced that if people were to take whatever that might be, weight loss, maybe that's your goal. It could be achieving better financial health. It could becoming a real estate investor. That if people said, okay, here's the process that I think will work. Number one, I am going to do this no matter what. I know there will be obstacles. I know there will be things that will get in my way. I know that my mind will tell me I can't do this at times, but that doesn't matter. I have made the decision to achieve this goal. I'm going to achieve it. And if you took the first step, and to me the first step would be, let's say your goal was that you wanted to take a vacation to Paris. If I would decided I wanted to take a vacation to Paris, I probably would sit down and take about an hour and decide the steps that it would take me to make that happen. What would I need to do to take my vacation in Paris? Well, in our case, probably we'd want to go in the springtime. So that's about 10 months from now. I'd want to see other parts of France, so I'd probably want to spend 2 or 3 days in Paris, then spend some time in the south of France. So I'd enumerate where I want to go. I'd then find out, how do you get there? I'd then look at hotel rooms. And finally, I'd say, well, I'm going to have probably some extra money. Let's just say it's, for the sake of this conversation, it's going to cost $8,000 for the Paris vacation, and it's 8 months away. That means I need to save an extra $1,000 a month to be able to take our Paris vacation with the darling bride and I. So that's pretty simple. We've got it broken down. Now all I've got to do is make an extra $1,000 that I put in the bank, which means I probably got to make $1,400 by the time I pay my taxes, etc. So I've got to come up with a way to make $1,400 a month. If that was say $1,500, I think that's probably about $50 a day. If I did that, that's all I've got to do. So it's a pretty simple task. So I broke it down, but I took some action immediately. So what I'd like to leave you with today is give some thought to what you're trying to achieve. Is it financial health? Is it become a real estate investor? Is it to work in probate, the area that I work in? Make the decision to do it and then put a plan together as to how you're going to achieve it, and be certain that your decision is rock solid. I'm going to try is not a decision. I'm going to do it is the decision. So anyway, those are my thoughts for today. I think the Olympics start Friday night. The opening ceremonies are always really dramatic and colorful, and I can't wait. Maybe we'll do some barbecue and watch the opening of the Olympics. So we'll talk to you next week. Make the decision. Bye now.